Neil's father?
No.
Were you ever planning on telling me this, Courtney?
Yes, of course I was.
When?
Well, so much has been happening. Neil's been so sick, and you've been working all the time to save his life.
And what? I don't get it. What? You thought if I knew the truth, I'd just give up on it?
No, I didn't know how, and I didn't want anything to change.
Nothing could change how I feel about Neil.
Or the way he feels about you, Joe.
Joe, I wish there was something I could say. Maybe after some time has passed, you can make some sense out of all this.
Joe, Neil needs you right now.
Kevin's right. Nobody else can take your place.
Yeah, well, Neil's real dad might have something to say about that. How about it, Courtney? Who is he? Or do you even know?
It wasn't like that.
Then who is it? John Canellis? Wait a minute. If the blood tests say that I'm Neil's father, and you say that I'm not, then what? You must have screwed around with the results or
Joe,
something, right?
maybe we should talk about this when you're not so angry,
Okay, when is that? When is that? When Neil's real dad comes in and I'm out? Is that a good time?
That is not going to happen.
Frank, you have nothing to do with this, please.
Yes, I do.
What? Why? You're Courtney's boyfriend? What does that have to do with Neil?
I'm a lot more than Courtney's boyfriend, Joe. I'm Neil's father.
Dr. Rodriguez, 2715 East. Dr. Roland Rodriguez, 2715
Joe,
Oh. I think we should give them some time.
Karen, listen, if you need me, I'll be around, all right?
okay.
Dr. Blickman, 5563. Dr. Ian Blickman,
Joe.
5563.
We didn't want it to be this way.
But it's got to be this way, Courtney. Don't you understand that? Frank will do anything to mess up my life, won't you, Frank? First you try to break up Karen and me, and now you think you can take my son?
You can't be the father. It's not possible.
It's more than possible. It's a fact.
But you two weren't even together back then when he was conceived.
We were in love back then, Courtney. But you were sleeping with me and shacking up with Frank at the same time, weren't you?
No, it wasn't like that, Joe.
If you were sleeping with me and Frank at the same time, that's exactly how it
Joe,
was.
give her a break. Don't you think she feels bad enough?
Yeah, I'm sure both of you feel real bad. Not that you lied to me or to Neil, but the whole world. But that I found out. What, were you in on this from the beginning, Frank? Oh, I guess you were.
I didn't know Neil was my son until a few months ago.
A few months ago. But me, your brother, I get to find the truth out tonight.
No matter what you may think of me, Joe, you can't believe that I planned it to happen this way.
You don't want to know what I'm thinking about you right now, Frank.
All right. Come on, Joe. Give me your best shot. Give me what you got.
Joe, let me join
No,
you.
I need some time by myself right now, Karen, please.
And I thought you changed. You kept this secret for 10 years? And all the time you were pretending to be such a good friend of this family.
I am part of this family.
You may have just destroyed this family. The both of you. Oh, that's your brother. How could you do this to him?
I wasn't trying to hurt Joe, Mom.
Well, you certainly did. I'm going to see if he's all right.
Damn it.
Courtney?
I hope you're happy. Joe didn't have to find out this way. He has you to thank for that.
Code yellow, 6123 East.
Oh,
Code yellow.
so that's why Neil ran away.
Yep.
He found out Joe wasn't his father, and he didn't know how to deal with it.
Well, I'll bet Joe doesn't know how to deal with it either. He loves Neil so much. Probably feels like he's gonna lose him now.
It'll take some time, but I'm sure Joe will find a way to accept it. The one I'm worried about is Neil.
Why does one little boy have to suffer so much?
He's probably asking himself that same question right now. The kid keeps a lot inside.
Classic case of sick child not wanting to burden his parents.
Right. I just hope the adults don't get so caught up in their own anger and pain that they end up neglecting Neil. I know it's tough for Joe to find out that Frank is Neil's father, but wait until Neil finds out.
Kevin, have you ever considered working with Neil?
This is getting weird.
What?
Both Joe and Frank asked me the same thing. It's just that I'm not sure I'm the perfect candidate. I haven't practiced in a while. There's plenty of other psychiatrists who work with children.
Yeah, but so what? None of them are as gifted as you are.
Well, that's hardly an unbiased opinion.
Well, maybe. No, I'm serious, Kevin. No one is as devoted to people as you are. You really have this way of helping people look inside themselves and heal.
I'm sure Julie would differ with you on that.
Oh, so what? Julie doesn't know anything. She certainly doesn't know what she passed up when she fired you.
Well, I don't know about that. But I sure would like to be able to help man.
He is one lucky kid to have you in his corner. I can't think of anyone else I'd rather have in mine.
Hey, buddy.
How's he doing?
He has a fever and he's hypoxic.
What does that mean?
He wasn't getting enough oxygen, so I switched his nasal line to a full mask.
Hey, Joe. Joe, he's burning up again.
Courtney, come here. Come here. Neither one of us is going to be much good to him if we let him see how afraid we are. Okay?
I would never do that.
You're not so good at keeping things hidden, Courtney.
I made a terrible
Please,
mistake.
please, I don't want to talk about this
Well,
tonight,
there's something that
please.
you need to know. When I told you Neil was your son, I believed it.
Really? Or did you realize that I was a doctor now, and I was good enough for you? And what better way to get me back than to use the child? Hmm?
That is a horrible thing to say to me.
No, I'll tell you what is horrible. First, you tell that kid in there that John Kanellos is his father. Then you tell him he's my son, and now you're going to tell him Frank is his father. Do you have any idea what that does to a kid? Do you have any idea what it does to me to lose him?
He's still the same little boy that you love.
You have no idea what you have done, do you?
All I ask is that you don't turn your back on him.
I will never turn my back on that kid, ever. But you and your little boyfriend, Frank, can go straight to hell.
Dr. K, radiology. Dr. Lori
Hey,
K.
Mom.
Oh, Joe.
You look beat.
You look like there's a wall somewhere you'd like to punch.
You gotta hand it to Frank. He just about convinced me he made a new man of himself, and then he goes and belts me in the gut.
Even if you didn't mean to.
You never choose sides, do you? Between Frank and me.
I love you two so much. And when I saw you look at Frank with so much hatred earlier, oh. You know, I decided a long time ago to let the two of you duke out your differences between yourselves because I always knew that after the fighting was over, you two would still be best friends.
No, not anymore. Not this time, Mom. Which makes it more difficult to accept that he's Neil's father.
But Neil is still yours, too.
No, he's not.
Oh, yes, yes, he is. He feels your love and your strength, and that will always matter to him, just like it's always mattered to me.
And you matter to me. But don't expect Frank to, okay? Please. I'm sorry, but that's just the way I feel.
Dr. Alex Sear, 3725.
Hey, Karen.
Dr.
Hey.
Let's take a break, huh?
Oh, I could stop working, but I can't stop those thoughts running through my head.
Now, wait a minute. What thoughts are running through your head?
Scott, I'm the reason Neil is so sick. When he overheard Frank and I talking about how Joe isn't his father, he ran off into the cold.
Yeah, but you didn't know that Neil was listening.
You know, that doesn't matter. I ended up hurting Neil, and now Joe's next. When he finds out that I knew he wasn't Neil's father, he's going to be devastated.
Well, I thought you were going to find the right time and talk to Joe.
Yeah, well, I didn't, and now it's too late. And I'm afraid of what he's going to say when he finds out I lied to him, just like Courtney and Frank did.
Well, you know, keeping secrets is no good. I learned that with Lucy.
So what happens when you do find out?
I would yell at her, I'd kick a few things, and tell her that she was not trustworthy.
Sounds like my situation.
Yeah. Well, we promised each other. From now on, we're coming clean.
Well, I made that same promise, and I broke it. And we broke up before because I didn't trust him, and now he's going to think that I still don't.
No, he's going to think eventually that you were trying to protect him while he was trying to save Neil.
Well, I hope you're right.
Are you going to talk to him?
As long as you take the blame if it doesn't go well.
I love taking blame.
Okay.
This week, I gotta get moving.
No, I can't let you go.
The manhunt is on.
I want Trevor Dillon found.
Will Janet's guilt
I have ruined so many lives. I don't know how I'm ever going to forgive myself.
drive her to confess?
Get rid of them before they make you tell. No!
Or drive her crazy? All My Children, ABC Daytime.
Nurse Hartman.
So please tell me you'll be coming home tonight.
Donna Hartman.
Well, they don't have me on the schedule, but maybe I should sub for Karen.
Hey, that's a good idea, Eve. Give Karen a chance to straighten some things out with Joe.
Heck of a way to find out Joe isn't Neil's father, huh?
Well, listen, I got to get home. Serena, babysitter needs to be paid.
Hey, wait, Scott, before you go, is there any way you can tell me if the jury is closer to a verdict yet?
No, I'm sure they have a lot of issues to work out.
Don't we all?
Yeah, speaking of that, I need to find Rachel, talk to her. You seen her?
No, I haven't. Not since I pushed a button and she flipped out.
What button is that?
The button in the elevator. We wound up in there together. She started egging me on, so I thought it was time we had a chat. So I pushed the stop button and she panicked.
She's probably claustrophobic. A lot of people are.
That's what I thought at first, too, but I think there was a lot more to it than that.
Why didn't you just release the button? Let her out.
I would have, but before I could get the answers that I wanted to, she started climbing the walls, and I mean literally. This wasn't claustrophobia, Scott. It was like she was reliving some painful part of her life.
Well, maybe she's reliving being trapped in the elevator at some other time, you know? I mean,
Scott,
it's
why are you defending this woman? She is sick in the head.
just saying that maybe she didn't appreciate being trapped in the elevator. Maybe she just doesn't like Kevin.
And maybe the feeling's mutual, and maybe she just needs to be in total control all the time. And maybe when she isn't, things start to spin out of control, and that's what I got a taste of.
Maybe her. She was just scared. No big...
No, I was scared, Scott. This is the woman who's telling you that Julie should be freed. How does she know that? Because from what I can see, something deep inside of her is disturbed and maybe even dangerous.
He's having trouble breathing?
He was, but it's better now. He still has a fever, though.
Our kid's a fighter. He takes after his mom. He's going to make it.
I don't understand why does he have to suffer so much?
I never meant for him to find out the way he did that Joe wasn't his dad.
You always wanted him to know.
No, not like this. Not overhearing my conversation with Karen. It must have been awful for him.
Awful enough for him to run.
How could I have been such a selfish bastard? I knew that Neil was in the hospital. I shouldn't have been talking with Karen about being his dad.
I know you care about Neil.
I care about you too, Courtney. So much that I did what you asked me to. Even when it was killing me, I kept it a secret that Neil was mine. You know, all this time I would have given the world just to carry him on my shoulders and hear him call me Dad. We could be a real family, you know, if you would let me share your life.
What life, Frank?
The life that we could have if we held on to each other.
Promise me. Promise me our son won't die. Okay?
Listen, he is never going to give up.
Well, I guess he takes after his dad then, huh?
Dr. Curtis, 5517. Dr. Fritz Curtis, 5517.
Joe. Took me a while to find you. I checked the chapel first, but nobody had seen you. Would you rather be alone?
I feel like if I can just hold you, I can make it through anything.
I feel the same way. Promise you won't ever let me go.
I just lost a son and a brother today. No way am I letting go of you. You're the only person I can trust.
I want you to trust me, Joe. That's why there's something you need to know.
Karen, please, if it's more bad news.
I hope it's not, but you and I should never have secrets.
I don't. Why, do you?
There's something I've been aware of, and I should have told you sooner.
Okay, what is it?
It's complicated, you know, the way I found out, but I did.
Okay, well, what did you find out? Just tell me.
That you're not Neil's father.
What? What? You saying you knew and you didn't tell me?
I was going to tell you, Joe. I really was, but
What?
I didn't know when to.
Yeah, just like Courtney and Frank. You didn't know when, or what. Someday you were going to tell me. Oh, my God, Karen? How long have you known about this? How long?
A few weeks.
A few weeks.
Joe, I know it sounds horrible. I should have told you the truth, and
But
I
you
really
didn't.
wanted to.
But you didn't. Thank you.
Cast your vote in the Port Charles Weekly Poll only at abc.com, part of the Go Network.